What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and on this video it is going to be a trade recap on today's trade. So like I said, I am going to be doing trade recaps for a little bit, and then I'll get started on my live trading swim again. I just like trading on my PC. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this trade recap. Alright, so first things first is that we're going to start off with gold. Alright, so as you guys can see, gold has been bearish throughout these past days. We have been bearish ever since Tuesday the 21st. We are in the 28th of April. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep going. Right here we go down to the 4 hour. As you guys can tell, we are bearish. We have been bearish for quite some time, for for a week already, right? So as you guys can see, we're creating lower highs and lower lows. But at first my thought process is that we were going to go for buys, right? Reason being why is that, look at this. Look at how many gaps has to be filled above. We haven't had a push to the upside in a minute, right? So what I was looking for is probably just a push around here and then coming back down, right? So this was the candle where it happened. Let's go to the 1 hour, right? So I wanted to see a push a little bit higher than this right here for buys and then coming back down, which did not happen, which is okay, right? But I was like, all right, if we get a push to the upside, right? So when I looked at the market, it was a push to the upside right here, right? If this candle would have closed above the 50, then I would have probably taken it, but it did not closed above the 50. We do have a 5 minute supply here, and as well as a 15-minute supply right here. Did not take this setup just because it closed above the zone. It closed in the zone. I wasn't really too confident about this trade, and like I said, I was looking for buys at the moment, but then I was like, EMAs are going with us, the structure is going with us. Should I go against the structure and the EMAs? Absolutely not, right? So obviously I did not take this trade, and I waited for it to have a breakout to the downside, which I did not take this trade either way. I did not take this trade, which I could have taken because it closed below the 13 EMA. Did not take this trade for a sell once it broke out the candle, just because it closed right inside the zone. So I wasn't really too confident in this trade. All right. So once that trade happened, there was another 15-minute zone that did happen right here. Okay. There was a 15-minute zone right here. So I went to the 5 minute, and like I said, once the 15-minute candle passes by, I am looking for something to tap into after that 15-minute candle close, which it did end up tapping right here, right? So I entered off of break of the candle, and this was one of the biggest mistakes that I did. Reason being why this was one of the mistakes is because I traded the candle of 8:30 of the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, lately, if you guys have been noticing, if you guys have traded gold before, you guys know whenever 8:30 opens, gold doesn't react as much before. Now it's been reacting quite some time. Like even during this candle at 8:25, it was already like moving like really quick. Like it was just going back and up, back and forth, up and down, right? So once the 8:30 candle happened, I decided to enter. Reason being why, because we broke that candle. I decided to enter this trade, but my biggest mistake was it was the 8:30 candle. I should have gave it some time to breathe, right? After 8:30, I did not realize that. I was like, "Oh shit, it's gold." And then like I said, I got stopped out. It immediately stopped me out in like what 10 minutes, right? There you go. So I got stopped out, and I ended up losing, and I ended up losing $100, which is not bad. But the reason being why that I should have not lost, because this was the actual trade right here, right? As you guys can see, rejected the 50, still respecting the 15-minute supply. I should have entered this, and I could have gone for a 1.5 R just to fill in this gap right here. And or if I wanted to, I could have gone for a breakout candle right here as well, just to lower my stop loss, right? I could have went for this, and I could have went for a 1 to 2 RR. But I decided not to take this setup just because, like I said, I already had lost, and I don't really want to risk more. And one contract, at first I was gonna go for this one was 123 until I saw the breakout candle was $100. So I think what I am going to do is what I'm going to make my max day loss a little bit higher, which is gonna be $200 from now. So my first trade is gonna be $100. My second trade is gonna be like around 80, 70, around there. But yeah, this is basically what I took today, and yeah. Well, I didn't take this trade. I took the first trade. I ended up getting stopped out, but this was the trade that I should have taken. But yeah, it was just a day that I should have just waited. I should have waited a little bit longer just because I didn't realize that it was gonna go just like that because of the 8:30 stock exchange. And as you guys can see, it happened the same thing on NQ right here. We barely missed this 5 minute zone, and then it started rejecting back up. So gold did the same thing, came back down and rejected back up, and then stopping me out, coming back down, respecting the 50, and still respecting that 15-minute supply. Alright, so now let's go to another setup. Alright, here, this is going to be another setup on NQ. Okay, so this right here, if we go to the daily time frame, right, we have a strong bearish candle, right? Obviously, we are all-time highs, or we should be going for all-time highs, and we should be going for buys. Reason why I am not going for buys is because if we scale down to the 4-hour time frame, okay, we broke this low, creating market structure to the downside, right? So now my bias is going for sales. Yes, the EMAs were also against us, I mean, not against us, they were with us as well, so that was giving me another reason why I should go for sales, right? So right here, as you guys can see, the EMAs did cross, but then we created a 5-minute supply right here. We created this 5-minute supply, retap the zone just by the next candle, and then I was going to enter off break of the candle, which I didn't get on any of these until this candle had gotten broken, which was that. And then as you guys can see, I was targeting this low at first, but you could have targeted the New York lowest low, which did end up happening. So I should have taken this trade as well. Right, these were two beautiful trades that happened after 9 a.m. But yeah, so like I said, this trade right here, mm, was really good. This trade was actually really good. If I would have retaken any trades, it would have been this one right here, which was actually like really good, right? But yeah, so as you guys can see, I only trade once. Like if I lose, I'm off. Reason being why, because me personally, when I lose, I look for other setups, but at the same time, I'm like not tempted because if I lose again, I'll be down more money. So that's the reason. But like I gotta look at it as setups wise. But I only like trading one time just because whenever you enter that second trade, you're basically your mind is already trying to target them profits back. Like you want that money back. So that's where psychology kicks in. But at the same time, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be really strict on my second trade. Like it has to be A plus setup in order for me to take it. But yeah, these trades were really good. It was just the first mistake that right here that happened. This one was really unfortunate. Tapped and immediately broke the candle and then rejected back up. But yeah, it was really super unfortunate. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, these are gonna be two of my, well, these were the trades that I was supposed to take. And yeah, we're still up on the month. I won't be trading tomorrow. I'll be trading until Thursday. So yeah, and then we have Friday, which is, I'm not sure if it's NFP. I think next. I'm not sure if it's NFP, but yeah. I'll see what Friday gives us. But other than that, boys, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys join my Discord. And if you guys want to learn my strategy, everything's gonna be linked down below, right? But yeah, this is basically how I should have taken this trade. Um, it is what it is, but next time I'll be a little bit more cautious. I won't be trading around 8:30, and yeah, let's see what Thursday has for us. But yeah, boys, this is gonna be it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.